Feet positions and movements. Position of the feet. The basic mode is supposed to be easy for beginners to attack and defend easily, as the player is well covered in this mode with both hands and ready to attack easily. More advanced players will use different poses for more advanced body movements in preparation for the counter attack. The correct situation is to be ready to attack or defend as follows: the big toe of the front foot and the heel of the back foot on the middle of one line. The most used hand is in the back. If you are using your right hand, put the right hand in the back. The weight is distributed evenly on both legs with the knees slightly bent. The diagonal line of the feet is slightly larger than the width of the shoulders. High back heel. Elbows down and hands up. The head is behind the gloves, the chin is slightly down, the eyes are visible from above the gloves. Relax and breathe. The player must get used to returning to this position after all movements. We note that there is no one perfect situation, but the optimal situation for each player is according to his abilities, skill, and style, a search that increases his strengths and reduces his weaknesses, and after all, the conditions of the feet lag from one player to another, taking into account the following points: strength and defense, range and balance, flexibility, safety, stability and movements. In sum, a good situation is a balance of forces so that a good strength can be reached with both hands with the possibility of easily defending and counter-attack. Wrong positions. Feet forward. This position makes it easier for you to be offensive and attack your opponent with hook punches from either hand. The body is forward a lot, so the right hand will not be flexible, which leads to less force in the counter punches with the right or left hand, and the decisiveness is heavy, slow, and exposed, making it easier for the opponent to hit you with the difficulty of moving back and losing balance if the opponent pushes you forward. Square feet. This situation causes the same problems as the previous ones, in addition to the ease with which the opponent will attack you with straight punches in the middle area. Very straight position. This position is used by more experienced players. The first problem with it is that despite the strength of the hand, it will be far and difficult to reach the opponent in the right cross. Secondly, you will lose balance every time you try to punch a left hook. The opponent will be able to hit you with the elbow or with both hands, and you will only be able to escape from him because the right hand is far from him. Third, it is very difficult to slip out of the right hands to your opponent if you stand like this. Too wide posture means poor balance and lack of movement. Many players think that widening the feet position gives them more balance, but it is actually a mistake. The low posture gives you better balance, not a wider posture. The wider posture can make you more likely to be affected by balance. This posture also has the problem of being too wide for the opponent's right hand to reach. Worst of all, it gives you poor mobility because your feet are already outstretched. You won't be able to make big strides when you want to move. Most players with wide stances end up jumping every time they want to move because their feet are stuck to the ground. This burns energy and makes it difficult to keep your feet up on the ground, which in turn reduces the punching force. Basic footwork. Beginners need to master the forward, backward, and spin maneuvers. This type of movement may seem difficult at first because many people have the habit of jumping off the ground in boxing, but you have to keep your feet on the ground so that you are always ready to attack, defend, or move away too. A huge waste of energy. The movement of the foot will come naturally once a better style is developed and adapted. Progress and retreat. Step with the main foot and pull back on the back foot. The step and step back up technology ensures that your weight is stable and always ready to attack or defend and prevents you from walking or crossing your feet, which can make you lose balance. To move forward a step or to the left, take your left foot first and then pull the right foot after that, and to go back or to the right, take your right foot first and then pull the left foot after that, and try to finish all the steps with your feet at the same distance. The next most important footwork technique that you will need is the pivot, center of rotation. This is usually done by pivoting with your front foot. You can use it defensively to avoid attacks or offensively to find new holes. The pivot can be useful in a counter-attack by taking you out of the opponent's field while keeping you within range of counter punches. Rotate clockwise by swinging your right foot and letting your body rotate around the left foot. Practice the small axes, 45 to 90 degrees, as well as the large axes, 90 to 180 degrees. Important tips for the movement of the feet: do more jump rope exercises, keep the spine straight, Relax your upper body, the front ball touches the floor, keep the correct position of the feet, rotation around the feet, lower your hands. Balance, equilibrium, improving and developing the body's balance and learning to control it for a good balance. Having good balance means having a good foundation that keeps your body straight and stable so that you can attack, defend, or block without worrying about losing your footing and compromising your position. Center of gravity. To learn to maintain balance, you must realize that the center of gravity is inside the hip, i.e. between the thighs. The greatest stability is to lower the waist level with the knees slightly bent. To keep your balance when punching or kicking, many novice boxers practice punches with only the upper body, with their arms and torso moving independently of their hips and legs. The benefits of a good balance increases defensive capabilities because punches do not lose your balance, doubles the power of punches since you move the center of gravity of your punch and use it to add power to your punches, increase the chances of counter hitting because you don't lose your balance when punches, increased mobility of the feet as you can move now that you have a better understanding of balance, increased confidence as you don't find yourself in awkward positions where your feet are intertwined and your hands are misplaced in front of incoming punches, increased attacking ability as your poise is better than your opponent's so you can escape more complex body moves and punches moving without losing balance. Many players do not know how to move without losing their balance. If you do not know how to move your body correctly, you will easily lose your balance due to heavy punches and you will always find yourself out of position to resist punches or defend yourself properly. It is therefore recommended to bend the knees and move the center of gravity with the movement in addition to maintaining the upper part of the body fixed without inclination. General mistakes that reduce balance: punching hard, raising the feet a lot, forgetting to bend the knees, forward tilt of the torso, feet open a lot. Balance exercises: shadow boxing. This is to learn how to hit while keeping your balance. Since you are hitting the air, your body will lose balance if you hit it hard. Punching on a punching bag all day can reduce your balance because you are always throwing your body weight into the punching bag in hopes of getting a bigger punch. Footwork drills: foot movement exercises. Try to do foot movement exercises while keeping the center of gravity is directly below you at all times.